streaming live in West Palm Beach, Florida.
All right, everybody. Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining us here live at the Action Palace at PBKC. I'm Matt F., and joining me today, we've got...
Hi, I'm Brent. Thanks for joining us, guys. We are just getting underway here, coming back from the first break of our weekly Wednesday $130 Deep Stack 3K guarantee. We had 48 players show up today for a total of $4,800 in the prize pool, $1,800 up top for first.
Nice, nice.
And paying all the way down to fifth place today.
All right, so they look like they're about ready to get started with the first hand. So let's head right to the table for the first hand of our featured final table today.
Sounds good.
There we go. So I think that's Ashley Dealing, but I couldn't tell because he was in the way.
I hear myself.
Try again.
I'm so loud. No, I'm just saying I'm so loud.
Oh.
Yeah, volume it.
There.
Perfect. Well,
Okay. Yeah. You scared me. I did the mic check earlier. It seemed fine, but I'm like, don't scare me like that.
all right, sounds like we're good.
That's the best sound check ever, right there, man, that we've ever done.
Timing was perfect. Yeah, we got Marie here. Looks like she's just limping in with the ace-king.
Limping, just no on principle.
It's going to backfire. No raises here, so she's going to have 4 players do a flop, and she's now in third place. And I'd almost rather have the 7-5 than the ace-king at this point,
right.
so kind of fourth place.
Open-ended at least.
Monty bets with a pair of 6s. Mike calls open-ended, and Marie going to lay down that ace-king. Stu going to stick around with top pair.
Ooh!
Trips now for Monty.
Damien, it's all for you with your 3 6s.
6,000.
Stu's got 2 per. He wants to see one more. He needs a 10, though.
Oh,
Ooh, and he spikes it. That's what you get for betting on the devil.
5,000.
And Monty's going to punish him for his insolence.
His read is right.
You think correctly.
Tens full of 6s. 6s full of 10s. Button is correct. All right, guys, your next dealer is here. Thank you very much.
Wow, one hand and one and done.
Sticky Stew. You had top pair? You had top pair when you called me. Just got better.
All right, Marie going to limp in again, this time with King Jack.
Making mistakes is okay. It's human. It's
Not
when you
learning
don't
from them.
learn from them. That's when it's trouble. That's when it's bad.
Stu raises it up here with 7s to 4,000.
Yeah, see,
Marie
Marie's
will
just going to
drop
go
it.
down 1K at a time. Death by 1,000 cuts. If you like your hand and you want to play it, you got to put some chips out there.
Especially with ace-king. King Jack, maybe you can justify a limp play, try to see it cheap, but even that's questionable. That far out of position.
Oh, yeah, you never told me what happened with the waitress in Seinfeld.
No, that's a different
Oh, I forgot.
Seinfeld.
We just rambled on. And
Overrated.
referring to.
Kramer and the Soup Nazi were the only things good about that show.
We got
So
Chad
here's
raising
Chad
it
with
up.
tens. Raise. There you go. That's
Marie limped in again, this time with 10-9 of hearts.
right.
And limp and fold.
Death by 1,000 cuts. Yeah. I mean, it's going to take a long time for Maria to be eliminated at this rate. with all this
She's
limping,
got that little stack there.
Right.
But
But, you know.
I would have seen that one with 10-9 of hearts.
Yeah.
Suited connectors, worth a flop.
Like, typically in a tournament, the only time I limp with hands like that is if I'm in position. I'm the button or I'm the small blind. Because I know somebody's going to pop me. So I'm either going to fold it or I'm going to put out a nice raise, kind of thin out the herd a little bit. Folding all the way around to the blinds. So it's Betty and Marie. 9-3 against 6-2. Battle of the Titans. And Betty picks up a 3. You raise with the best hand, Miss Betty.
Somebody got beaten with a golf club and thrown into the pond. Yes. What? Tell me about that. My sister called me this morning and said, "Is that near here?" Yeah. So what happened?
No doubt one of those famous Florida man stories that I've heard so much about.
Like they weren't golfing together. It wasn't a dispute. It was.
The guy was a freaking nut job.
How did he get on the? Well, I guess that's easy. I mean, we don't have security, so yeah.
Heads up here, ace-10 against king-jack. Stu flopping trips.
I don't know. He could bet a gentle summer breeze and Betty will fold. Perhaps if
There it
that
is.
king-jack were both diamonds, she might stick around, but even then. Yeah, when you flop a monster like that, it heads up. It's hard to know how much to bet because you want to get paid, obviously, but with just one other person, you're like, if I min bet, am I even going to get a min bet call?
And if they did, wow.
That's just like today. I think is the verdict on that case of the New York subway.
Daniel Penny.
Yeah, the penny.
Yeah, Charlie's watching that. Charlie's watching that.
He didn't even choke him. He was still alive when they got there. Yeah, he choked him, but he didn't kill him because he had a pulse when they were there. Well, he had sickle cell anemia and he had ketamine.
I don't think the guy did anything wrong.
Okay, good. I thought you were trying to defend the victim.
25.
Right.
That's the fact. Joke. The fact that once he
Tim with hockey sticks. I know.
Yeah, we see
Panthers
Betty,
on a big losing streak. Maybe the hockey sticks aren't so lucky.
Betty raising it, but Tim going over the top here with those sevens. All in for 18,000. 14.5 more for Betty with a queen-10 off. She'll lay down.
Maybe 6. Were you in New York too, like Charlie? You were. Because he said he was telling her about that.
I was there during 9/11.
Lucky you and him.
It was a different time.
Yeah.
Did he tell you about the guy who showed up at the front door? Yeah. That's like, wow.
So you gotta live in a gated community.
Well, we do. He followed somebody and we are in a gated community. Yeah, shows up at our door. He comes in the we were expecting the guy to finish the bathtub. And he opens the door and this guy is there that worked with him and wants him to vouch for a work-related injury that Charlie knows nothing about.
He's like, get the fuck out of here.
Well, he wasn't. He was nice. Charlie was nice. Gave him a bottle of water. The guy drove from Georgia.
Monty limping in here with 9-8 off. John going to go all in for 9,500 with ace-10.
He was a black eye.
Yeah, with a hand like that, I mean, you kind of want action, but you don't really.
He's not going to get any there. Monty lays down. Everybody else folds as well.
That's why they put private home signs now. When this is a private home.
Gotta walk it in,
Yeah, I'm thinking about that.
What in mine was in Spain.
check on something.
You don't know anything. This is my house.
Aces for Monty under the gun here. We're showing him at 5,000 in chips. He's got more
Yeah.
than that. He's got about 25,000, it looks like. 24.
Doesn't appear like he's going to get any action.
Nope. And he
You
shows
know,
the
4x
aces.
raise. I mean, you do want a caller. You don't want too many, but.
You were in Jersey.
It is pronounced Joyzy.
Mike going to lead us off here with ace-queen. And he's going to go all in for 6,000.
Yeah, that don't look like 4.5K. It looks like 6 to me.
Folding around the blinds. Chad with a queen 10, Monty with a 10-3 suited. And
Yeah, that's
so far, no action here on these all-ins.
a bit misleading. Our nickname, the Action Palace.
We're just getting warmed up here.
It is early though. Hit the ground running last week.
Yeah.
Both here.
Looks like Stu's going to limp in with the 7-6 of hearts. Right behind him, we got Brian here with ace-jack. He's going to make it 4,000. Folds back to Stu.
Nope,
And
no action.
Stu doesn't want to see a flop. Yeah, I turned it down already.
All right, we're going to lead off with Betty with the AJ suited. Wasting no time. Raising immediately, 3.5. And, wow, no action. Can't blame him. I mean, some of these cards. Not a lot of big action cards coming.
These guys are going to be relying on the other tables.
Yeah, we Ashley did one hand, and it was pretty big action. Can we get Ashley back?
Y'all hear about my last debacle with prime rib up here? I ordered it and
Uh-oh.
it was, remember it was like,
Oh, Miss Betty and her debacles.
so I was gonna send it back and Mercedes says, well, it's gonna take about 45 minutes. I gotta walk it back down there and I'm busy. And I said, damn it. So I said, well, I guess I'll eat it. So I spread horseradish all over it. It was tartar sauce that they served with it. So then I'm like, well, now it's truly ruined. So anyway, I put it up there. So Tom, fireman Tom, who had been drinking, said, can I eat that? I'm starving. And I've been drinking and I need to. He ate it. He said it was truly awful. All in. It
All
was
right.
truly awful.
Another all in. Ace-10. I feel like that was the same hand he went all in with last time, maybe. Could be wrong
Yeah.
about that. Betty, though, we're going to
No,
get
I
a
think you're
call
right.
here. It says she's got king-3, which would be a pretty loose call here, but it's only 6K. Marie with a king-jack. In for the big blind, but
It
she...
folds another limp.
Way ahead.
Yeah,
Nah,
she's...
it is King 3.
It is king 3. 2 live cards.
Nothing doing so
King
far.
Jack would have been good.
Nope. Yeah, Mike's going to get that double up off of Miss Betty.
Yeah, Marie is going to try to win the award for tightest player ever on stream.
Well, no, I mean, she's playing a lot of hands. She's limping a lot.
Yeah, it's.
But
I don't think the book tells you to limp fold repeatedly
right.
with premium hands. A limp under the gun there. I mean.
Sheesh. Players at the other table jumping up, yelling, fight. Save it for the hockey rink. We don't drop the gloves here.
All right, we got another all-in. This one coming from John with an ace-king suited. And Marie here with an ace-queen. I mean, is she really going to fold with an ace-queen now?
What's happening? It's supposed to be 3 production guys. There's not one.
I mean, I can get up and do it real quick, but okay. You want me to get up and do it?
Didn't you just say he got somebody?
No, I don't think so. I think that's why he's
Yeah,
yelling at
just
us.
do me a favor. And if it happens again, I'll do it next time. All right, so Marie's going to call that bet. Ace queen against ace king. She turns it up. She sees the bad news. All right, Marie's way behind. She's going to need a queen here. And that's not a queen. 9. Ooh, there's a queen. All right, so Marie catches the queen and eliminates John.
It does, yeah. It's miles behind ace king, but yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's just crazy how.
That's all it is. It's luck.
Say there wasn't a lot of action anyway, so skip past it.
That's the parking lot hand.
Three, 25.
Michael stepped out. I don't know why he stepped out right when we were breaking tables, but he came back. Because I went there, yeah, they didn't even have a walkie-talkie, so I couldn't even do it.
Somebody's got that.
He took it with him.
Well, golly gee. Brent had to handle a minor emergency here with the crew. And he missed Marie catching a queen against John's
Oh.
ace king. Turned it.
He's got 2 cards. This looks like a misdeal.
Nah, there's no misdeal. It's just, it's all in your head. Yes, you can, Miss Nancy. The soundbar on my broadcast audio is reading off the charts. I guarantee you can hear me.
Unless that thing's muted, but that's why I sound check. This is why every week.
No,
But I sound check.
it's off, yeah. Now it's off. Right, see? It's, I check your sound on your device, Miss Nancy. Right. And we launch the stream here on our phones. Yeah. I think we just weren't talking because there was a pause in the action.
Yeah,
and,
step out.
and we were quiet for a minute, but no.
You scared us, Nancy, but we're good.
Yeah, sound settings
Sounds
are
working.
exactly as they were when we started.
And Tony said, if you can get 10 people, I'll let you do a sweat.
Heart draw now for Marie. And you got to have heart to win this game.
She gets there.
I wanted it. It looked like it was rigged. But
And you get bet into. You've got the nut flush, and you get bet into. It feels like your birthday, you know, when that happens.
the turn brings in the second king for trip king.
And no doubt Stu's like, dagnammit, she's probably got the flush. And she does.
All I had to do
Yeah, Stu with the straight here. He's got to call her off, but
Yeah.
sees the bad news there.
I could tell just by the way he slowly threw the chips in. He knew he was beat, but
Yeah.
he couldn't fold.
It was fun. 'Cause we're all
That
gathered around.
sounds like blinds are up now 1,015.15.
Right.
That's what that is.
What?
Yes, that's right.
The action don't get you, the rising blinds will. All right, so now we've had some action hands, last couple of hands. So I don't know, maybe our dealer here was just card dead.
Does it say anything about my ability? Maybe. $110 on the flip.
Raised to 5,000.
Monty's going to go in for 5. Here we go. Here's the graphics. A little fashionably late. I don't think Monty put his cards in the box, so we can't get a read on them. Don't limp, Marie. Don't limp.
Did Monty not raise? I thought it
Yeah, Monty raised.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Monty raised to 5.
Oh, there is the
So
limp.
yeah,
I
so
don't
she
mind.
does- well,
I don't
that-
mind the call
not,
there.
Not a limp, a call
Yeah.
to about a 3x raise. So that's not the same thing as a limp, I don't think.
Good
So
flop
it's
for Marie.
Marie's 10s against Monty's mystery hand.
10,000. All in.
And Marie all
Ooh,
in
Marie,
here.
where did this aggression come from?
Yeah.
This is definitely not the limp fold player we saw in the first 30 minutes of our game today.
That ace queen hand. Now she just loosened it up after that.
Yeah, she won a pot. Now she's got a taste for blood.
Action back on Monty, thinking this over. And he will
Yeah.
lay it down. Probably
Yeah.
had 2 big cards. I'm gonna go with maybe an ace queen.
I
something
wouldn't have
of this-
showed Monty the 10s in her spot. I just wouldn't. I always believe information is a commodity, and thus should not be given away for free.
A lot of people feel that way.
Not that Monty's the type to second guess himself or get steamed about a hand. He's hasn't been that guy in my experience, but
So freaking fast.
I still would have made him think about it for a little while, and not shown him the cards.
And Marie with ace jack now, back to limping in.
Back to limp. It drives me nuts.
And that's gonna get Stu to limp in with a king 9 on the button, and we'll keep the blinds in most likely. Brian with a 10-5, only 500 more. And Chad checking an 8 deuce. I mean,
Can't let them raggedy hands stick around, and well,
now
pretty
you're-
harmless this time. But
Well, now the king. I mean, I mean, Stu might have still called a raise with king 9 on the button, but
and he's gonna play that Kennel Club hand, and likely to be rewarded for it.
yeah, Marie will fold as we've seen before. I'm sure. She's yeah.
Marie, you don't have to show. Stop showing. Why, you coming in, Miss Nancy? She says, see you soon.
Supposed to be a busy day down there.
Well, day before Thanksgiving typically is. Not so much compared to the day after, but day before is still pretty busy. I'm surprised anybody got some out of town vacation time this week.
Did somebody? Yeah, this will be a week you'd think would be off limits. Race here on the button with the king 6 to 3,500. Monty now in the big blind, 2,000 more to him. Monty does not like putting his cards in that box.
No.
Although maybe he did before because we're reading
Yeah.
a 9 deuce.
He's got more than 500. Well, he's all in now. Looks like
And
75, hunch?
oh, he does not have a 9 deuce. What is this, 9-10 or pocket? 9-10, right? Yeah.
It looks like 9-10.
9-10 against king 6. I like the 9-10.
Ooh, you like it more now.
No, I don't.
Not so much.
King high. Gonna do it. That's gonna do it for Monty.
Graphics thought Monty had a deuce, which would have made him the winner of the hand.
Hey, wish he had that deuce now.
Don't think I've ever seen anybody wish they had 9 deuce, but it would have worked there.
Seat open.
Betty. Well, she's not going to play that Nintendo. It's hard to play Nintendo under the gun.
Brian here with the 6-5 in the cutoff. He's gonna raise it up.
He's got a pretty big range.
Chad with the king 4 of diamonds on the button.
Don't particularly like King 4, but I can see why he thought about it.
Oh no.
Maximum 4 players in the hand, but big ol' raise out of the big blind, so good move to fold that King 4 suited.
What are you doing for Thanksgiving, Brian? Your wife cooking?
Eating.
Kids?
What's anybody doing for Thanksgiving? Eating.
Playing
going to
flag football.
An
That's
early
what you gotta do.
an early afternoon food coma, so I can wake up in time for the Dolphin game, which is the late game of Thanksgiving this year.
Everybody can nap through that mid game.
Right.
But you go that way inside.
Tim all in with pocket 8s here. Got the ace jack to fold and no other takers.
Yeah.
Wait, Jupiter's farther. Yeah, but Wellington,
Depends on who's driving and the traffic. Here to Jupiter. Oh, clear roads and me driving? Oh, 10 minutes.
I don't. Yeah.
Depending on how active FHP is at that particular time.
She thought he was kidding.
But rush hour, depending on who's driving, man, it could take an hour to get to Jupiter.
Yeah, never travel rush hour around here.
Tim with the hockey sticks again. He shoved with him last time. Didn't get any callers. Let's see how he plays it this time.
Just gonna min raise.
Min raise.
It's gonna
Interesting.
keep Stu in right behind him with a queen jack.
I felt so bad because every time he sees me, I'm going to the casino. And I'm like, yes, straight up lied for no reason. I almost texted him and said, I straight up lied to you.
None of his damn business. How about that?
I just felt like it was so.
Murray also gonna stick around with a king
Ooh.
10, the big blind. She's gonna pick up a royal draw here. Very interesting flop. Not the flop Tim wanted to see.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Well, that's an interesting
Oh.
card. He obviously doesn't feel like he's good here, but he's probably
No.
gonna have to stick around,
You
especially
have
for
to.
4K.
I wanted to match on to dinner, but that's all y'all do is play poker. So.
Yeah, just a call. That's all you can do.
He's looking for the board to pair.
Yeah, he knows what he needs,
Kristen Foxen, they were interviewing her.
and that's not it.
No, that doesn't pair.
Well, Alex and I met playing.
And Marie checks.
How?
Although I don't
Well,
think she would have
yeah,
gotten
long
any.
term, it's not bad.
And so, she picked so
Yeah, there's only one card that beats her there, but also I don't think she's getting any more money out of
Tim,
the
no.
pocket 7s there.
That's what you're dealing with here.
I know.
I know, that's what everybody says. But I really have zero desire, and and everybody says it's because you haven't been. You will love it.
I agree. Everybody should play in that series at least once. And I played once, so I'm probably done.
Yeah, even the periphery stuff is.
Until next spring, we'll see where I'm at, you know, bankroll wise, come May.
All right, see you later.
I might play again.
Oh, you said you were going home. Just get the hell out of here.
Yeah, that's Kevin knocking at us.
Yeah, like we have headphones on, guys.
Right. No, I said somebody was, and I'm like, who's knocking?
I didn't even hear anybody knocking.
You rub on your leg.
I actually heard it. And I thought it was coming from like them.
I just played my first
As
seat.
commentators, we must remain neutral, but seat 3, boo, just based on his attire. Go Panthers.
Got a lot of New Yorkers down here.
Mike's all in from the big blind with King 3. Thinking I can knock him out.
Yeah, they said you had to touch the thing down.
The seat card. Hey, Vic.
Sitting in Monty's seat. Not a very lucky seat. Monty being an Islander fan. Bad seat for New York hockey fans.
This is very hard. That's why I was complimenting you. It's
You got 3. See, or just 2?
yeah, what you got?
What'd you get, aces?
You got the Robbie Lou.
You pushing me, Kobe? No?
Randy in seat. And Vic. They were wanting your name.
Jake the Snake Roberts.
Oh, who's the third? He's so cute to me. He looks like Lyle Lovett.
Good luck, everybody.
Y'all probably don't know.
Yeah, I do. I do. He always has that hat on. He's high stakes. Yeah,
I don't enjoy watching them play cash.
I do know who Jungle Man is because Charlie watches that stuff.
Brandy 112.
Ooh, Randy.
Randy 112.
Fired it right out of there.
Action folds around here to the blinds.
What happened to you? Because you were not that potent.
We got,
Just knocked out Rich.
4,500.
well, the button's way off here because Stu is in the big blind, not on the button. He's going to raise it up to 4,500,
The same hand.
and he'll take it down.
Guy next to me.
Wasn't Charlie, was it?
No, Charlie, he would be setting it up. Showing. Who?
Yeah, that was Rich. So, I don't know.
Notifications. You're a popular guy, dude.
Yeah, I turned the volume down last time. And
Yeah, I
then I opened it, it's on full blast. I'm like, what's
They're
going
very insistent on talking to you.
on?
Change of plans in pickleball?
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, no. No, I don't think we got to worry about the weather
All
today.
right, I was going to say, I am not a pickleballer, but
It's just not
I don't
let-
have to be when I look outside. I'm like, pretty good day for anything outdoors, really.
Yeah. All in looks to be for 11.5, I want to say. Kind of glary, though, so. Yeah, 11.5 looks pretty safe. And we
Is
got a
it
call,
safe?
call from
Uh-oh.
Betty, and now we got a re-all in over
Oh.
the top. Back to Betty now.
Shove over the top.
What are these cards? Jack 10 of clubs, Betty with ace jack of diamonds.
And she folded.
She folds it, and yeah,
Looks like
it's an
Sue
ace
and
king, I
AK.
see.
A suited Jack 10 for BC. Fabulous comic strip.
And there's the flush draw Betty would have had. Jack or 10 only here.
Nope.
Ace king takes it down.
BC, we hardly knew ye.
Betty feels a lot better about her fold, too.
Of course, if he watches the stream and I booed his attire, he's probably going to blame me. Did I put the hex on him? I didn't mean to.
I think it's all your fault.
Okay. Oh well. Go Panthers anyway.
Oh, he's still here. But you know what? He said he's not going to do it anymore. Rami Singh came down on him for it. He thought it was. Robbie told him it was unprofessional. And
Is it still 15? 115? And he just needs change, or is there 1-2?
Elgin.
No, it's 15. You can see what's in the middle there.
Okay, yeah.
When you're the big blind, it's big.
We got an all
Alright,
in.
it's
Looks like
all in.
12,000 with an ace queen. Marie just limps again with an ace
Again,
jack
Marie,
diamonds
you
in
gotta
front
stop
of him.
doing that, you know? That's how you get chipped out.
What is her threshold to raise pre-flop? Is it like pocket
She's
queens?
got over 100K. I mean, it's
I
suited.
mean, ace jack suited in late position there. I mean, what are we doing? Why are we limping?
Right.
But she's
it's-
done this repeatedly.
That's, I mean, I agree with you, but an all-in behind her for not that much, so she's not really going to get punished for her limp.
She's got a wow. She's not gonna
She's going to lay it
call
down.
here. I mean, she is
Wow.
behind. And he shows the ace queen. I mean, I don't like it. It ends up probably lost the minimum there, but
Right.
not sure that's how the book tells you to play yet again.
Right. If he was all in for like 35, 40,000, sure. But for less than 10% of your stack and a suited AJ?
Yeah, that was, you got 2 diamonds on it.
I mean, she probably suspected she was behind, but still, though, I'd have a tough time folding in that spot if it was me and I had her chip stack. Ace queen. Tim, did you get back that ace queen, buddy? He's all in again with ace queen again. Nothing as tantalizing as ace jack suited, though, up against him. So he's going to get that one.
So what do you eat for Thanksgiving, Mike? Like, because you're from Buffalo. What do Buffalo people eat?
Seriously?
Like, do y'all eat?
Did I hear Betty just said, what is Buffalo famous for? It's like, not so much the wings, but the sauce.
Yeah, y'all never heard of dressing?
I think both.
Dressing?
The combo.
Well, no, they didn't invent wings. Wings were around a long time before that, but
Oh, that's so
the sauce. The sauce is definitely a Buffalo
Southern
invention.
dressing, and we like it with lots of gravy and.
Stew with an ace king here.
Yeah, I love.
He said that once or twice already.
that.
And he's going to make it 4,500.
I bought the cranberries, but I forgot to buy apples to make it.
Mike here in the small blind with a king jack, but before that, Chad with pocket threes. Both these guys pretty short stack. Chad with 27,000, Mike with only 9.
Shit's in his hand already. I think no matter what Chad does, he's in.
Got dressing.
Yeah. Mike Chad folds. Mike just
Ooh,
gonna
it just
call.
calls.
And that's gonna let Randy
And-
limp in with an 8-7 of spades. Randy very happy just to see a call there. Not the flop anyone was hoping
the
for
flop missed
here.
everybody.
Sausage in the dressing. Do y'all do that?
See if Stu C-bets here. It looks like he will, and that'll probably take it.
Right, with his position, anything but a C-bet
Really? And do you
would not be prudent.
No, like some people don't. Like we just make a pan.
So Mike
Some people
doesn't go all in, save some chips. But he's running real low now. We had him at 9K before that 3,500 call. So.
This is why you don't limp. When you're that short, if you're gonna play, it's for all the chips.
Turn red. Don't turn red. Me too. I have rosacea. But
I mean, limping amounts to basically a min raise when you've only got 9K left.
Yeah.
That's a third of your stack, man.
my kids couldn't do that. My kids could not cut up a chicken. Like they would be like, they don't want to touch it.
Who doesn't know how to cut a chicken?
I don't know how to cut chicken. When do you ever cut chicken? They cut it for you.
When you get a whole rotisserie chicken at
Oh,
the store,
I
you
always
gotta
just
cut it.
I always get half chickens,
Oh.
pre-cut.
No, it's not hard. You just take
I'm
a meat
sure it's
scissors.
not. Yeah,
and
I see them
you
do
just
it all the
cut,
time.
You just cut. You make one cut.
You can.
Yeah.
along the chest. So you split the 2 chicken breasts, and then you just pull it apart.
The heart?
That's why I'm shocked. They're like, who doesn't know how to cut a chicken? It's literally one move.
I'd have to look it up, but yeah, I don't think it'd be hard.
No. Because when it's cooked properly, the rotisserie, I mean, the legs and and all the pieces, they just come right off.
Yeah.
You don't even have to like yank them. You just kind of just pull it a little bit.
I get the half chickens all the time, but yeah, I get takeout places, CR Chicks, La Granja, wherever. PA Ribs.
CR Chick, sponsor our stream.
The Italian from Italy don't even know Thanksgiving
9,000's a bet. Betty gonna fold.
on Thanksgiving. They don't have Thanksgiving in Italy.
How do you eat rabbit on Thanksgiving?
Who eats rabbit at all? I've
It's good.
never had it.
You got to cook it right though. You really got to marinate
What's your
it.
favorite pie?
Rabbit is very gamey, and it can be really tough. So
Yeah.
you got to marinate it, and make it nice and tender. It's a delicacy, but there's so little meat on a rabbit for Thanksgiving, and there's so much food and so many people. You're gonna need like 2 dozen rabbits if you're gonna have rabbit for Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Well, it's like snow crabs or whatever those are. I've never got too much work for too little meat.
Right.
Got another all in from Tim here with a king queen of hearts. Right behind him, Stu's got an ace queen. I don't think he's gonna fold it, but he is out of position here. He's as out of position as he can be to make this call. As Tim went all in under the gun. Behind him, and look right behind again is ace jack for Brian. I think Brian will be able to easily get off this, assuming Stu calls. No, Stu's gonna fold though. Let's see if Brian wants to come along. He's also short stacked, we got him at. Although again, stacks are a little off here. We got him at 19. He's got more like 35, 40. And Betty
Here's
all
Betty
in with the tens. Great situation for Tim. He was behind ace queen. He was behind ace jack, but he's getting the call from a hand that he's flipping with, essentially. He's in, but
He's suited.
as we see, 50-50, so literally
Yep,
flipping.
Flip a coin.
The other two, he would have been behind a little bit.
And, well,
And,
less than a
he's
coin
behind
flip
after that
now.
flop.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Nope. 1 card for Betty. And there it is! Oh! Betty wins. Brutality.
The roller coaster of
1 out brutality.
Happy holiday.
Excellent.
that was an exciting flip,
Oh,
you know.
if you-
50-50, then Betty way ahead, then
If you tuned in for the pain,
Tim way
ladies and
ahead.
gentlemen, that's what you're looking for. That exact run out.
1 outer back to Betty.
Betty way ahead after the flop that hit no one, falls behind, and then hits a 1 outer.
It's funny because if you're Tim there, and especially if you know it was only a 1 outer, you're like, how bad can I run? But actually, it was a 50-50, you know?
Right.
When the money got in, it was a 50-50.
It wasn't a
but
50-50 after the queen hit. It was
No,
a,
it was not.
It was a 51-1.
2005.
That was an exciting way to get to the.
Right.
Yeah, but that's what he's. I mean, I knew we were racing that. Yeah, that is.
Absolute carnage.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you were looking around to see how
I think he went with a small pair to my open.
I like it.
And I had a very good hand.
Ace 8 versus Ace 8. My money's on Ace 8.
I like the diamonds. Wait,
You
who
like the
raised
diamonds,
pre-flop?
right?
Chad. Ooh, but Chad checked the
You
flop.
like the diamonds? This is all about who can tell a better story
Well,
right here.
Chad's gonna bet, so I think he's gonna win it. Yep.
Yep. I actually ate before I came in today, so I'm like, all this food talk, I'm like, ooh, no thanks. I kind of hit the all-you-can-eat wings kind of hard.
Before the stream?
Yeah,
What, trees?
yeah.
I've heard you talk about it on Wednesdays before. You
Ooh.
usually talk about after, not
Yeah,
before.
after, because I like go hungry all day.
Yeah,
But I do it
exactly.
on purpose so I can hit the wings hard. But
Is it really? I don't find their barbecue to be that good.
it's so good. Try the Cajun wings if you haven't yet. They're excellent. Trees, sponsor the stream. And if you don't, just give me free wings. Okay, Randy,
Randy,
with
yeah.
the set. Ooh, yeah.
Stu with 2 pair.
I don't think it's that Randy, though.
4,000 from Stu with the aces and sevens.
Like a breast. She buys just the
Randy
breast.
makes the call, and Marie will lay down the nines.
But I'm smoking it, so I'll see if it turns out good.
Jack of diamonds on the turn, changes nothing. And Stu's still going to come out betting here, it looks like. How much is he going to go for? 5,000 only. A little under a third of the pot. Still just a call.
Where are you going, Kev? Oh.
And a 5 of diamonds on the river.
Babies are just precious. I think
Stu keeping the bet small, just 6,000.
okay, it's not you then.
But they will be beautiful. They will be.
I don't know. I mean, you might have babies somewhere, you know.
So Randy chooses to just call down the entire way there.
Well, yeah, there's
He
flush
didn't have a
out
great
there.
kicker.
There's
I don't know if I would during the day.
I don't hate it.
I mean, like if I had.
She'll have to redo it. I don't know, Randy.
This is the only part I don't like about living so far from the rest of my family.
Oh, yeah.
My grandmother had the best turkey gravy recipe in the history of recipes ever, and she kept it such a closely guarded secret that before she died, she only told my sister.
Beach Gardens, they
How to make it.
yesterday, somebody got beat with-
And my sister lives in Texas, and it's Thanksgiving. I'm like, damn it,
Yeah,
I want
so
I want the gravy.
and 2 golf courses.
Is it worth the flight?
Golfing.
No, I can't go. I'm working. Was talking with that tall Josh. He's all like, if anybody wants to go away for Thanksgiving, too bad.
Yeah.
Everybody's working.
I feel like if you wanted to just fly to and from on Thanksgiving, they wouldn't have a problem because we're going to be super dead on Thanksgiving. It's the fact that you got to be back by Friday.
Right.
It was the first hole, Chad?
I don't think they'd have a problem with a call out tomorrow from my previous Thanksgiving experience.
Yeah, but it might hurt my mother-in-law's feelings.
Yeah.
Like, she's already making Thanksgiving dinner, like today.
Imagine.
She gets a jump on it so that everything's ready. She's like making all the sides and stuff and all the taters and everything, and thawing the turkey in the oven.
Just imagine taking a club to like someone like Woody. They're old already, and then
No, I can't imagine that.
it's terrible. It's
Like, nobody knows that gravy recipe. Not even my other sister.
I tell you, I wouldn't go out at night alone by myself.
I walk out in this parking lot every night
Diane,
with $3,000 in my pocket. So,
I didn't do it.
but they did get a new buff, good-looking security guard. Did y'all see him? He looks like Black G.I. Joe,
Betty picked
and
up
I'm like,
on it.
thank God.
I ain't touching that one.
What time did they close?
I don't know. I've only closed it down a couple times.
7-5 all
Diane
in.
leaves.
And we got an all-in and a call here. King 6
Mike
against
has him
King 5.
dominated
Yeah,
with King
but
6 and
it's
suited.
it's one of those chop dominated most likely, unless someone hits a 6 or a 5. I'm calling a chop here.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Still
Now
calling.
they have each other's out.
Still calling a chop here.
And
It's a chop.
Jack.
Run, go, get to the chopper.
That's why I called him King 3, because he didn't have chips when he did exactly what that. And just
Right, he could have been alone. I mean,
Maybe it was his partner.
But if you're on the first tee, if you're on the first tee box, you're usually there is first tee.
I wonder if Betty knows it's her action.
Range, there's people at the clubhouse.
Don't you dare limp, Marie. Don't you dare. She dared.
I don't know. Did they?
How do you limp with 4s? How?
They didn't beat the hell out of him first.
I don't mind a limp with 4s actually.
I hate the
It's
limp
set
with the
mining, set mining.
4s.
That's actually the least.
It really does. How long did it take you to?
The one I'm least upset with
I
there
hate
of
it.
all her limps.
Well, yeah, of all the. I mean, they're all upsetting. Absolutely.
I would
agree with
I
that.
would probably limp with 4s there. 4s aren't worth a raise, and I want to set mine, see a flop.
They feel like
Be very happy to see a flop for 1,500.
I think electrical seizures are too, and so it's
Yeah, but there was no way she could have known that she could limp and see the flop because she was first to act.
Oh yeah, first act.
And then with like 5 people behind, that's why I'm like, no, don't limp. No, I'm sorry, Betty was first to act. But still, a lot of players behind you. That's why I raised with the fours. Because we talked about that before. I'm like, if I'm the button and it's limp fold all the way to me, okay, set mine. That's great. It's fine.
Honestly, I think the opposite. I think in that situation, if I'm the button, I'd just rather want to try to take it down. If I'm early, I'd rather call, maybe get another caller too. That's a good thing about poker. There's different ways to play. However, that being said, Maria's been calling with premium hands way too much.
Yeah.
Way too much.
You got to push the action a little bit, especially with her chip stack compared to the others. I think
what would you have her bring as far as protection?
I'm like, there's really only one stack
A gun? You would?
Yeah.
Really?
where she's
Had a gun, she'd be alive.
not competing directly with.
Mike's done
So
this all
she
in
can
thing a
she
few
can
times.
push people around with her stack, I think. But
No, he's not.
Mike's done the all-in thing a few times. Here he is again. He's
it works.
behind
It
this
works
time.
every time except the last time.
We got him at a 60-40 dog here. And he needs a
well, gutter.
10, jack, or 8. Apparently there's no jacks left. Or no, a jack won't do it. That's right, because that would
Right,
give him
so the higher
okay,
straight.
okay.
And there's an 8.
That'll do it.
Pair of 8s, and
Well, he
Mike
picked up the flush draw as
hanging
well,
on
so.
like a Grogan.
Still got work to do, but sticking around.
My ex used to have a 22 that would fit in the palm of his hand. It was so small. It was a gun, but I don't know how. Is that effective?
22? No.
It was like a little.
Nobody wants to get shot. Nobody wants to get shot, but if you're going to get shot by 22.
Guess what the best home protection weapon is? Anybody? Anybody? Best home protection.
A what?
Dog.
No. Best home protection.
An alarm.
No. Shotgun. They say. I took
Close
a self-defense
range?
course. They say shotguns are the best.
Close range?
Because all I got to do is go, And the universal language.
I see Randy with the deuces on the button. I like the raise here. Forget set mining. Let's just take it down. And that's what he's going to do.
Stefimo's favorite hand for some reason. And it's got to be a pump action shotgun he's talking about.
Jacks one out on the deck is a little less effective.
I don't get it.
She's unloading the shotgun now instead of. Yeah, it's
And she shut up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just in the movies. When you pump the shotgun, and it's supposed to be all intimidating.
Anything illegal about that?
We got to stick around. We got to hope he gets 6. That's the info we need.
I was going to say, is he just barely hanging on, or does he have a stack? Because last time he had a stack. Like 120K.
I know they do.
I don't like him. I don't know why.
What's that, like mid?
I don't know why.
Kingas on the flop.
So you didn't have a gun, they'll have a knife or a golf club or your own golf club or a car.
More of a chance to stab with a knife.
If you're within 20 feet of somebody and if you've got a knife or a gun, the knife is, and the person doesn't have the gun out, the person with the knife is the most lethal.
There was another wacko who stabbed
You can
people
close
with
20 feet with a
knives
knife
on the
before they
news.
can get their gun out. 100%.
Yeah, maybe the guy from V from Vendetta at the end. Odd discussion at the table. Not that anything the players are saying is untrue about the various different types of weapons, but they're overlooking one important detail.
25.
The person using the weapon.
Hey, don't say that. Yeah, he told us.
Thank you.
I like how Betty just tried to ante on the button, or put up a blind on the button.
I don't know how I did that.
Playing on a lot of our cash game, our 1-2 game. Hey, Miss Betty.
Smart. You are very smart, sir.
I'd rather be lucky. I was
7,005.
We're rubbernecking, Mike. What? That you're still here?
You want to see what's going
And
on?
all in, no action so far. Let's see if Chad wants a piece.
It's better listening to her than listening to you, Mike. Since I've heard you talking all day long. I've heard about I've had a first, a second, a third. a
Stu's
fourth,
got an
a
ace
nine,
king.
a 12.
Chad decides not to play with his king jack. Thought about it for a minute, but decided, nah. If he goes back and watches us hand on the stream, I think he'll be pleased with his decision.
All in.
All right, it's the battle of the blinds. Brian decides to go all in with his ace-5 suited.
And we're going
And
to call.
Chad with sixes.
Yeah.
Tough to blame him for calling there.
It was so long ago. I think it was over. Yes.
And pocket six is
Ooh,
looking good,
sixes, yeah,
but
but a diamond, yeah, nut flush diamond.
with a gut shot as well.
That's the words I'm fumbling over. Nope,
And
nothing doing. Can't. So many outs and he can't catch one.
What a flop.
That's going to do it for Brian.
See you, Brian. Happy Turkey Day. All right, bye.
Enjoy the sports ball tomorrow.
I got 3, right? Yeah, 3.
Three seats. Ah.
One down towards final table. What we got here? 6 players.
So we either have 5 or 6, possibly 7 on the other table.
There we go. We just updated to 13. That
Yeah,
would be
11
7.
to 13 players remaining.
Oh, that means
He is on the final 2 tables.
I said, when we can get you down here, we can roll your thing, push you off. If you survive down the bottom.
Every scenario that they're talking about has been discussed.
handicap stall.
Yeah, and I walked out and he goes, don't tell me that was you. I said, what?
Oh, you were speaking Spanish?
No.
Okay.
He was
I
like,
think
oh, don't.
Jerry went in and
I don't know who it is.
because he had to go number 2.
And we don't want to see that.
Yeah.
What will happen if
Yeah, we really don't want to hear about it either.
Don't tell me that was you in there. I'm like, no, there's somebody.
Well, and what if it was?
I know, no, but then that was the, 'cause I don't need to be taking the handicap.
Right.
And he had to go number 2. Because, you know, it's not very good when you have to sit there and watch.
Oh, I see what they're saying. Damn, I always go in the big one.
Don't hold up to the handicaps though.
Well, he's right.
That's what
You're not.
Yeah, I never think
You're
of.
not
I never.
really
I never
supposed
think
to.
of it as a handicap stall. Yeah, some
I mean, they put the sign on it.
does it?
Yes.
I always think of it as a bigger bathroom,
Says
like
priority
the
use.
king size bathroom. Oh, learn something new.
the security went in there and he didn't answer.
I mean, it's not like
You alright in there?
parking in a spot, you know, where
Yeah.
you get the $250 ticket. You're not going to get a $250 ticket, but you're going to get some mean stares, man.
No, security had to go check on him. Yeah. Because then it was like that.
Sixes again? Man, can't be dealing out them sixes like they're nothing. How many is that? Like 3 or 4? Here, diagonally. Pretty sneaky, sis.
Did you get a ticket? Oh, okay. Oh. I will call you. All right, bye, Steve.
5,000.
5,000 again here from Randy, and he's going to get raised with the king 5. Stu here. Assuming that's what he's got with a good read here, because I don't think Randy can call this. So it's either a good move or a misread. Either way, Stu taking the pot.
Betty, you're in the big blind. Hey, ho, get back to your seat.
Whoa. Not cool.
Yeah. Alton has all the chips.
All right, so Ashley's back.
Yeah, but I couldn't.
Hopefully she can stay longer and deal more than one hand.
Alton have them all.
We might be done half hour at this rate. We got Ashley coming back.
Yeah. Ashley. We do need a new Ashley the Destroyer, since the previous Ashley the Destroyer has received a promotion to one of our tournament directors, so she doesn't deal tournament anymore.
That's true. We lost a good one.
45-minute stream from start to finish. It wasn't even a chop either. She just decimated. Almost every hand was a cooler, boat over boat, king high straight versus ace high straight, that kind of thing. All right, Betty with 9s. It's Mike, who's been hanging on all day. And he's got an ace-queen, pretty good hand. And Betty with 9s, so it's the classic race. 2 overs against pocket pair. And 8s. Ace or a queen is what Mike's needs. And does not get it.
That's going to do it for Mike. So
Hey, Mikey.
many times he was all in.
He doesn't
survived
like it.
most of them, but if you don't survive the last one.
Oh, we might see you tonight.
Let me know if you want that $495 turkey.
$495 turkey.
What is it, made of gold?
$3.99.
Oh, Black Friday pricing.
All right.
I hope ours comes out good.
I was going to say $400-something turkey.
I woke up at like 6 this morning. Did you know that?
Better be stuffed with $50 scratch-offs or something. Ooh, Chad with ladies.
Raise it up.
9,500 it looks like. Yep. Chad with ladies going to 95 hunch. And here's Marie.
She's not calling.
Well, she's limped everything else.
This isn't a limp, though.
Right.
She's folded all those
She's like,
limps.
right.
Yeah. She's folded ace jack suited. She ain't calling king jack off.
So it's a Randy with suited connectors against the queens. And
Not a great flop there for Randy.
Randy can find a flop here if Chad bets, which he's likely to do. Yep.
15,000.
Wow.
Saith what?
He does have this. Then there's a.
Well, if he
Jeez.
called without an 8, he's surely calling with an 8.
I don't know if he's surely with an all in here, but
Nobody else.
Supposed to say not necessarily, and don't call me Shirley.
a 10, 8, or 7.
I want to know if you want.
Or a 10's not going to do it.
No,
That's right,
10's
because
gonna
Chad's
make
got the
it-
queen.
Chad's got a straight.
Even my kids will see me watching.
So it's just a 5-outer here for Randy if he calls. It's not 16-5. It's more. It looks like 27.
Wait, when? Because I remember you said you had started playing. Your husband was playing before, right?
No. But you kind of got it right. What got me started playing is that I was really sad after my divorce. And the country
And a great philosopher whose name I forget once said, "What the hell?"
All in on the call.
Huh?
It was all in on the call.
Yeah, but 27. Oh. I wanted to get that right before I, push somewhere.
All right, so we're going to see a river, and
Double up card for Chad.
yeah, it is.
Anyway, so I started playing at that little free poker night at the country club where you could eat dinner and play. And then from there, somebody opened a poker room and invited me to the poker room. And Randy was there with his girlfriend.
Stop that. I was.
Yes, you were.
Poker Origins. I got my start at the bar game.
And I was there.
Mastered it fairly quickly, and then I realized that
Oh, Stacy was
bar
hot.
poker is like the
Right off
easiest
the gate.
poker in the world to master, so it was a rough transition, switching to cash. I'm like, what? I can't sit around and just wait for drunk people to throw chips at the pot when I got a monster? You don't say. Because it turns out that's all you need to do to be good at bar poker.
I don't know if this one wants fun. Do you want fun, honey?
All the time.
But I will say bar poker was a lot of fun and very inexpensive to learn the actual mechanics of the game.
Yeah.
So
No,
if
I
you've
used
never
to
played
play a
before,
lot back
right.
in the day.
If
We
you-
got speaking of, we got the BPO coming here early December.
So if the audience here thinking about playing, but the price tag looks a little intimidating and you don't really have any experience, play a bar game for a little while.
Yeah. I always like whenever people were wanting to learn how to deal who worked here or whatever, they always told
Right.
you to play like Zynga poker on your phone, which is good. But if you want, you also need that in person. You know,
Yeah.
you need that, and that's what bar poker is good for.
Yeah, that's,
Cheap
well,
alternative.
I think it's good, but
Obviously, you can come here and play straight too, and
I'm-
it's
I'm
not going
Ir-
to kill you, but
I'm Irish, so that's anything involving a bar is
Yeah.
probably going to lure me in.
that was my problem with it, though. I used to play a lot, and I was drinking, and then I stopped drinking, and I kept playing, and I was like, hold up, everybody else is getting 3 times the chips as me.
Right.
I can't play this if I'm not drinking. That's why I stopped playing.
Now you got me out. I thought you had the king. I was believing. I had a queen.
But suddenly the bar game in the league that I was playing turned into a real game
Yeah.
for the big end of season championship, where we were playing for tickets to the poker cruise. For actual money. So.
All right, guys. So we are high
Right.
carding here to go to
Whoa,
the final
we went
table.
from 12 to 9. Like,
But
did Thanos just show up
yeah.
and snap his fingers? And
We have some unfortunate news. We have a player who is not able to make it down to final table, so we are going to be taking a break for now. This could be it, or I believe our policy here. Oh, whoa. That wasn't
yeah, I
correct.
had the wrong button. Don't worry, we weren't on.
Okay. But I believe our policy here is if the player is still around when we are down to 6, we're going to call it. But if they're
Right.
eliminated 9th, 8th, or 7th, we will be back. So
So stick with us. We'll be
Yeah.
taking a break, and I'll be coming back to give updates every here and there.
sounds good.
All right, everybody. A little update for you. They are still nine-handed. There's been no eliminations yet. The gentleman with the wheelchair that cannot make it down to the streaming table, obviously still in nine-handed. So we'll just keep checking in with you as we get down, and hopefully we'll be back with final table action soon. All right, stay with us. All right, everybody, got a bit of an update for you with the tournament. 2 players have been eliminated, so we're down to 7. However, the gentleman that cannot come down to the streaming table has a stack and is still among the 7 players remaining. So we will keep you posted, but down to 7-handed. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for hanging in with us as long as you have. The gentleman in the wheelchair has gotten to the top 6, so unfortunately, we're going to have to call the stream at this point. We'd like to thank you for tuning in, and hit the like, follow, subscribe button if you haven't already. Tomorrow would be our normally scheduled Omaha tournament, but being that tomorrow's the holiday, we will not have a live stream tomorrow. We also will not have one on Friday. So our next stream will be Saturday's Progressive Bounty tournament, which is always a lot of fun.
Yep.
The Progressive Bounty. Ooh. So you definitely don't want to miss that.
Yeah, we'll be here Friday, but we'll be too busy to be streaming. From what I've heard.
No streaming.
Black Friday, busiest day of the year.
I was going to
for
say
us.
we're going to be here. It's just we're not going to be bringing you a show. We're going to be on tables dealing. It's all hands on deck for Black Friday.
Come check us out. Yeah, we always say Black Friday weekend's our busiest of the year, so it's a good time to be here. Get some poker action. But thanks for joining us today. Unfortunately, this one ended a little early, but as Matt said, we'll be back on Saturday. Enjoy your Thanksgiving, everybody.
All right. Till then, have a good day and have a good holiday. And we'll see you back here Saturday.